Hey y'all, welcome back to the Lips Reaction. I'm Lips, and today we're watching episode 7 of Game of Thrones season 5. This episode is titled The Gift, and I'm really hoping that the gift in question is not a baby for Sansa. Though maybe that would protect her. I'm not entirely sure, and I hate it here. Thank you so much for asking. Actually, I do love this journey, and season 5 is somehow one of my favorites. It's dark. It's terrible. It pulls at your heartstrings. And there's I think maybe I'm fully broken. There's just nothing. There's only things you can only hope for the best to happen, and even the best that can happen in a lot of these scenarios is not that great. Not full wins. And I don't really know what that says about me, but I'll discuss that with a trained professional. So let's get into this episode reaction. If you want the full length reaction, hop on over into Patreon. Otherwise, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the episode. Time to go. Uh-oh, that kid. He doesn't like this plan.
First Ranger, you have Commander Castle Black.
Lord Commander, it is my duty to tell you I believe this mission to be reckless, foolhardy, and an insult to all the brothers who have died fighting the wildlands.
Okay.
As always, thank you for your honesty.
Thank you for your honesty. Indeed, actually. I mean, what can you say?
Safe travels, Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sam.
Sam's not coming with.
It's dragon glass.
Dragon glass.
It's what I used to kill the White Walker.
I do fear we'll be needing it. I love them. Oh. Okay, that kid's evil stare is haunting me. I don't blame him, because he did see the wildlings kill his family.
There he is.
Oh.
That laugh. Egg laughed like that.
Egg.
One of the first things I remember.
Who the heck is Egg?
His little brother, Aegon, he became king.
He called him Egg? That's kind of cute. But
He was a jolly fella, like this one.
okay, well his story isn't quite jolly, so
South. Before it's too late.
oh, I don't disagree, but that would mean leaving Sam. Please tell me Sansa's not locked in a room. Oh my gosh.
Theon, wait.
Not Theon, milady. Reek.
Help me.
Oh wow.
Do what he says or he'll hurt you.
He already hurts me every night. All day I'm locked in this room, and every night he comes. Can't be any worse.
He can.
That's probably very true. Her poor arms.
What did he do to you?
Please.
You betrayed my family!
I'm sorry.
You have to help me, Theon, help me!
He'll see us. You don't know him.
My family still has friends in the north. All I need to do is give a signal and they'll rescue me.
Light that candle for her, Theon.
Light this candle and put it in the window. Promise me, Theon.
Reek! My name is Reek.
Reek, Theon, whatever. I'll call you anything if you help
Your
us.
name's Theon Greyjoy.
You tell him.
Last surviving son of Balon Greyjoy.
You tell him.
Do you hear me? Theon,
Desperate times, desperate measures.
promise me.
Promise me. if he gets caught doing this and they figure out why, they'll both be dead. Shut up. Theon. Please don't leave her.
Egg.
A lot of candles today.
Egg.
Oh, he's dying.
I'm
I
staying
liked
too.
him.
He's always been good to me.
He has.
Egg.
What? Tell us.
Egg. I dreamed that I was old.
Oh. Oh.
His name was Aemon Targaryen,
Oh.
and now his watch is ended.
His watch is ended.
You're losing all your friends, darling.
That sounds like a threat. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait, but if he's a dragon, will he burn?
Do you know how pleased I was when I saw you? You've made me very happy. Our scouts report that Stannis Baratheon rides for Winterfell. He's a respected commander.
Smart girl.
But this storm's a stroke of luck for us Northerners.
Did Theon tell him, though? I just don't know how deep the psychosis of his manipulation goes still.
One day I'll be Lord of Winterfell and Warden of the North. You will be my lady and wardeness.
But isn't your stepmother pregnant?
What of it?
What happens if she has a boy?
Uh-oh.
I'll have a baby brother.
But he'll be the heir.
Yeah.
But you're a bastard. A trueborn will always have the stronger claim.
I've been naturalized by a royal decree from
Tommen Baratheon? Another bastard.
Oh.
bastards can rise high in the world.
No one said they couldn't.
I nearly forgot why I asked you to join me. Come, my lady.
Come, come, my lady. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think Reek told him. Great. Good.
Your northern friend. Reek told me he wanted to leave.
Motherfucker. I was just ready to forgive him.
Her heart gave out before I even got to her face.
Oh my gosh. You?
You should hold on to your candles. The nights are so long now.
She can't even hide it. Oh, that's gonna be really bad for her tonight. That's gonna be really, really bad for her tonight. That is a despicable grin. That felt like a punch to my gut.
40 horses died in the night. We'll lose more come sunset. We're running out of food. We can't open the supply line until the snow clears.
Oh, Stannis, you are my only hope right now.
Storm crows rode off last night.
Oh, good.
500 men.
That's bad.
We still have a hard march to Winterfell, and we won't be marching anywhere in this weather.
Shit.
And?
This isn't our time.
No! No! You have to go to Winterfell!
Davos, if I retreat again, I become the king who ran.
Your Grace.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming, and Sansa Stark needs us.
It's better to wait for the right time than risk everything.
This is the right time, and I will risk everything, because if I don't, we've lost. We march to victory, or
Victory.
we march to defeat.
Ooh. I'm stressed.
When you stared into the flames, a great battle in the snow.
I don't know what I saw.
You do know. Trust yourself.
And you, do you trust yourself?
I trust in the Lord.
She does. And she's steady. So, as terrifying as she is.
I have seen the flayed man banners lowered to the ground. But sometimes sacrifices must be made to ensure victory.
She said in that sacrifice today is I am not.
We don't have Robert's bastard here.
No. We have someone better.
Who?
And your blood runs through her veins.
His daughter? Are they gonna kill her?
You must become king before the long night begins. Only you can lead the living against the dead.
She's my daughter. Get out.
This episode is testing me. Everyone that I've been like, okay, you know what? I'm in with your bullshit. You've got my alliance. You've got my trust. And then they're going and they're traitors. Asking me to kill daughters and betraying Sansa?
Aren't we better looking than a fat man? The question is she pretty down south in the real world, or is she pretty because she's the only girl here?
Stop.
I'd want a kiss. Come on, love. Give us a kiss.
Stop.
For my girl, I won't leave you alone. One little kiss. Come on, give him a kiss. A man gets lonely guarding the wall.
No. No, 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 no.
A little affection. Ooh.
Get your hands off her.
Sam the Slayer. You're gonna slay me with that sword?
Get back to your room. Lock the door.
Stop!
I'm warning you.
Come on. Come on!
Uh-oh. Sam is not a fighter. He isn't.
It's your hero. It's a hog.
Leave it alone!
Stop a little while, bitch.
No! No! No, not Sam!
Turn over. I said, get your hands off her.
Get them off!
Killed a White Walker. I killed a Fen. I'll take my chances with you.
There's a fire in him right now. Oh my god. Oh! Hello, ghost! Thank you. Saved.
I'm all right.
You're not.
Just a bit woozy.
Sam. Oh. A bit woozy indeed.
The next time you see something like that, you leave it alone.
I will not. They would have...
I know they would have killed you if ghosts hadn't come.
No.
She's not wrong.
I had them in the palm of my hand.
Don't be stupid.
Sir, Sam, we love you, okay? Yeah, you're not a fighter. Oh. Just a little cheek kiss. Oh. Never mind. They love each other. Killy. Oh.
Oh. Oh my.
This is a little too that's like really romantic and intimate. Get us out of there. Let them have their privacy.
This one's a Westerosi knight from an ancient house trained in sword and lance. He fought beside the Stag King Robert on...
This is how they get people for the fighting pits. Oh, so they are still slaves.
15 gold honors. Do I hear 60? 16. 20. So.
Wow. Oh, what about Tyrion?
Wait! You have to buy me as well.
Why?
We're a team. I'm a great fighter, too.
Oh, okay. How are you gonna sell that one?
Funny. You have to give him that.
Oh. Okay.
All right. It's funny.
He got lucky there.
My lord, if I may, I've heard Marine has become a free city. You might run into trouble if you try to fight slaves in the fighting pits. Now, if you were to fight freedmen who would be paid a wage to fight...
Your wage is funny, man. Should last the rest of your life.
Ooh. Ye of little faith.
My marriage to his dad was political. I think he's smart enough to understand that.
I think the Sons of the Harpy will stop killing because their leader was made king.
Whoa.
You told me yourself I can't fight enemies within and without. So when enemies without come knocking, I need the city of Marine behind me. I have no choice.
Everyone has a choice. Even slaves have a choice. Death or slavery.
So what else can I do?
Marry me instead.
Oh.
Even if I wanted to do such an inadvisable thing, I couldn't.
Why?
You are a queen. You can do what you like.
No. I can't.
Then you are the only person in Marine who's not free.
Whoa. That killed the mood.
On the day of the great games, gather all the great masters and wise masters and worthy masters you can find, and slaughter them all.
Pardon me?
I am a queen, not a butcher.
All rulers are either butchers or meat.
Huh. I think I might just be broken enough to believe that.
You should have the decency to stand when you speak to a lady.
You should have the decency to kneel before the gods.
Don't spar with me, little fellow.
I don't know, these two should just fuck.
A man of the people who does Cersei's dirty work for her.
Mm-hmm. Say it again.
Don't you walk away from me.
You don't give commands here, Lady Olenna.
What is it you want? Gold?
Nope.
I'll make you the richest septon who ever lived.
And everyone you meet has a hidden motive, and you pride yourself on sniffing it out.
She seems so scared.
I serve the gods. The gods demand justice. By the holy text, the seven-pointed star, your grandchildren will be punished in the same manner as anyone who breaks the sacred laws.
Half the men, women, and children in this foul city break the sacred laws.
Come on, you have to pull some tricks.
Yet you punish Loras for shagging some perfume ponce, and Marjorie for defending her brother?
Yes.
Okay. Then are you gonna go get Cersei for shagging her brother?
Everyone here will starve. And I'll make sure the hungry know who's to blame.
Good. You know what? Let's starve them. Fuck it.
Have you ever reaped the grain? Was anyone in House Tyrell? A lifetime of wealth and power has left you blind in one eye.
Blind to what?
We are the many.
Mm.
And When the many stop fearing the few.
They rise up. They have more power. I don't really stand behind starving them, but she's got to do something. Can't just let Cersei steamroll us like that. Ooh, from Littlefinger, huh?
Starving yourself won't make things any better for her, my love.
She's in a prison cell, and there is nothing I can do.
Yeah, Cersei. How do you feel about that?
I am the king. The queen is in prison, and there is nothing I can do.
Uh-oh.
Your father, your brother, your grandfather. I was queen of the Seven Kingdoms, and what could I do? Hold them as they left this world. Kiss their heads after they'd gone.
I'll call in the army. I'll take back the sept and kill every last one of them. I'll start a war if I have to.
You know as well as I do who the first casualty of that war would be.
I love her.
Tommen is the opposite of Joffrey, right? Because he, well, in a lot of ways, but like, Joffrey knew how to grab the power by the bullhorns in the most toxic way, and Tommen doesn't even realize that he's been pushed out of his power.
There must be something.
Let me talk to him on your behalf.
See?
The king cannot sully himself negotiating with an unwashed fanatic.
But it's all her doing.
I'll do everything I can to win her freedom and her brother's. Your happiness is all I want in this world.
Is this all a play for Cersei to just manipulate Tommen and get his favor? Because she created this mess.
Anything to keep you from harm. I would burn cities to the ground. You are all that matters. You and your sister. The moment you came into this world.
I do believe she means that. It is her weakness. But I don't think she's gonna try to free the Tyrells. Hello, Father.
Different when I left. You had more hair.
And more hands.
I was about to say the same.
Threats have been made. Dawn's too dangerous for you. I've come to take you home.
This is my home. This has been my home for years. I didn't want to come here, but she told me to. I did what she said. I did my duty, and now she's forcing me to go back.
It's for your own good.
And she likes her life here.
It's not complicated at all. It's simple. I love Trystane. I'm going to marry him, and we're staying right here.
I don't understand.
Of course you don't. You don't know me.
Ooh, to be fair, no one in her family knows her. We haven't seen her in years. She likes it here. It's not gonna be that easy. She's not a captive. They tried to take Sansa back to Winterfell, remember? And she resisted too.
Punishment's wife.
He's got a good voice.
If he were a fighter, we might have been in trouble.
Dornish women are the most beautiful women in the world.
Thank you.
I said Dornish women. I didn't say you.
Oh.
I'm not the most beautiful woman you've ever seen.
I've seen.
These eye rolls are so sisterly.
How's your arm now? And how about your head?
You don't even want to know what's going on.
Wait. Are there
Your nose is bleeding.
witches?
It's nothing. It's the dry air.
Nope, it surely is not.
My dagger was coated with a special ointment from Ashai.
Oh.
Long farewell. It takes time to work.
No, he's gonna die.
Makes contact with the skin. Death.
Wow. So they don't need to do a killing blow.
The only antidote.
Uh-oh.
Who's the most beautiful woman in the world?
You are?
Sorry? Who?
How did she time that so well? Uh-oh. What a game she played there. No hate, I can only appreciate.
It felt like the safest place.
Not for your clientele, clearly.
It was an establishment like no other. A sheer range of appetites catered to, desires that didn't even exist until...
This should be an interesting meeting.
You've always been rather impressed with yourself, haven't you?
I love her.
The future of House Tyrell.
Don't pretend to have any concern for my house, my grandchildren, or me.
That's the thing. She's not very manipulative.
I promise you...
I promise you, Lord Baelish, that our fates are joined.
Oh.
Together we murdered a king. If my house should fall, I will have nothing to hide.
Cersei summoned me to King's Landing. I dared not refuse her.
And what did she want?
Piece of information she knew that I had. Neither silence nor lies were an option. But I have other information, of which she is unaware. And as you say, our interests are aligned.
But you already told her about Sansa.
I have a gift for you.
The gift? What's the gift?
A handsome young man.
Man.
Sitting through the great games will be bad enough.
There she is. Here we go.
We fight and die for your glory, O glorious queen.
We fight and die for your...
Yep. She is indeed out there. He's shocked to see her there, but he could be saved by this. Oh, she hates it. Oh, I don't know if she'll make it to the second round. Oh.
I think I've seen enough.
Yep.
Your Grace, it is a tradition for the Queen to stay until the victor has emerged.
I've sacrificed more than enough for your traditions.
Ooh. Oh, he has to make himself known before she goes.
Wait your turn, you piece of fucking thing!
Yeah, she knows exactly who that is. His walk is so noticeable, I fear. Please let Tyrion out. Okay. That's a good try. Oh, Tyrion. Uh-oh. Oh. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Get him out of my sight.
Please, I just need a moment of your time.
Still calls
I
her
brought you a
Khaleesi.
gift. It's true. He has.
The gift himself.
My name is Tyrion Lannister.
Power. Come on, Danny. Come on, Danny. Wow, I didn't even recognize her.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, that's the queen.
Are they feeding you enough?
Someone should put you down there.
I brought you this. Venison.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite good.
I wouldn't drink it. I would not trust it.
We did everything we could from the moment they took your brother. Tormund even went to the Sept himself to confront the High Sparrow.
No, he didn't.
But I fear the Faith has left reason behind.
I know you did this.
Mm-hmm.
Making every effort on your behalf. I swear to you by all the seven gods.
Lies come easily to you.
Yeah, they do.
But innocence, decency, concern. You're not very good at those, I'm afraid.
Call her out.
Perhaps that's why your son was so eager to cast you aside for me.
You're not thinking clearly. I'll visit again when you've had a chance to calm down.
I don't want to see you again.
Never.
I've been told men often go mad in the black cells beneath the Red Keep. Though I suppose your isolation will end when your trial begins.
When is that?
I'm afraid I must. My son needs me now more than ever.
Get out, you hateful bitch!
Would have thrown it right at her face. To be fair. That could have gotten us killed. Okay, never mind.
Sleep well, sister.
Oh, Circe, I hope your day comes, and I hope it is every bit of nasty that you have been giving to people for 5 seasons. Look at that smirk. She's so proud of herself. There's no way she can just keep getting away with shit like this.
And?
Her accommodations seem sufficient. What happens to her now?
Well, she and her brother are both being held under fair suspicion. A trial will be held for each of them.
When?
If one or both of them were to confess before the trial.
Then they will be shown the mother's mercy.
Which is?
What does the mother's mercy entail?
It depends upon the situation. The acts themselves, the degree of contrition.
Thank you, High Septon, for bringing them whatever justice they deserve. In the eyes of the Seven.
Yep, she does not. She's not even gonna try a little bit.
Now, the people who built this place didn't inflict their vanity on those who came after them. The way Baelor did with that great gilded monstrosity up there.
The way your son did with that one statue of himself.
The Tyrell's finery will be stripped away. Their lies knocked down, their true hearts laid bare for all to see. And so it will be for all of us. High and low alike.
Circe herself, I fear.
What will we find?
Or I don't
when
fear.
We strip away your finery.
Yeah. They're gonna come for you too.
A young man came to us not long ago. Broken in body and spirit. He had so much to strip away.
Mm-hmm. A Lannister himself.
But piece by piece, he unburdened himself.
Uh-oh.
Let go of vanity, pride, sin.
Uh-oh, Circe. I think your time is coming.
He will float through the 7 heavens like a bird. And he has much to say about you.
Yes, I bet he does. And now Circe has put this man in power. Oh, right now? Oh, he is in the room with us. Oh, hey, cousin, lover. Uh-oh. Nope.
Move. Let me go immediately. You will order her to let me go.
Justice came, so you are not.
Let me
Oh, I'm scared. But it is righteous. It is justice.
Look at my face. It's the last thing you'll see before you die.
Okay. What kind of a threat is that? Oh. Oh. That's it. Season 5 is my favorite season. It's frustrating though, because I think now we have to take down, what are they? The High Sparrows and the Septon and whatever all of this element of things. Seriously, but started moving all of this into place. And it is now becoming her downfall, which is, yay, exciting. Except I do fear that Cersei now being held captive will change things. Although who really is there to save her and help? Because Tommen is so far out of the loop that I don't really know what he can do. She dwindled down the council to get people out of her way so she could have her way. The Tyrells are not going to help her. Not in the slightest. Littlefinger is always going to be a wild card. Jaime's too far away at the moment. He might try to come back, but the threat for Marcella is actually quite high, so I don't know if he'll be able to justify it. Though he loves her. So there's that. Who else would come to her aid? I don't know. The Lannisters have many rivals, and I think to take them down would be quite easy at this moment. And if somebody plays their cards right, then this changes the entire landscape of this world. Though, truth be told, from my experience of this season at the very least, the Lannisters, with the death of Tywin, the Lannisters' control and power and even the respect for the Lannisters dropped hugely. And rightfully so, right? Like, we know that they don't have a lot of money. We know that they were so broke. We know that they were being bankrolled by the banks and the Tyrells. And I do think there's truth in that, like, once they don't fear the masters, once they don't fear the few, the many will rise, or the power, the many will, I can't remember what the exact words were, but that itself is really true and powerful, and something that's been boiling under the surface for a long time now is the many getting so frustrated by this lack of power, this lack of respect, this lack of anything, and it's bubbling to the surface in a really toxic way, though it tends to do that because it's always going to be the most angry, righteous people that rise to that surface. Very rarely do you get like really people with like really decent and good intentions. Although it's interesting, and Dany's a good example of this, right? It's really hard to actually have power and good intentions at the same time. It seems like it, at least in this world. I'm not sure. Actually, I am sure. That's how I feel at this moment. It seems like a difficult duality to have both power. I think you can have the good intentions, but I think at some point you always have to make a decision that's going to hurt people. You have to make decisions that don't benefit everyone, and there's always going to be people who disagree. There's always going to be people who didn't benefit from every decision you made, and that unrest will always boil up. So it's kind of a game of making the decisions that let down the least amount of people. So I guess we'll see what happens there. Speaking of power, and power being wielded horribly and cruelly, Winterfell is in a dire place, and the prospect of Stannis presumably killing his own daughter, whom he loves, and we know that if he kills his own daughter to become king, I don't know. There's a lot of things about Stannis that make me think there's just like there's deep shadows and corners to him that kind of frighten me about him. And I don't really want to see them. I don't want to get to know that deep, dark corner side of him. I don't know that I fully want him in power. I do want him to make it to Winterfell, though. I do. Because I think he could help us with the Sansa situation. I think that would drastically change things for us there, which I need. I need for my own heart. Because even at the end of last episode, I was talking about kind of unpacking my feelings towards Theon Greyjoy and how complicated they were, and how I felt like maybe I was unfairly holding things against Theon. And then he did that. He immediately turned his back on Sansa. And I know that he is deeply, deeply been fucked with. Physically, mentally, emotionally. That man has been abused. But I did think Sansa would get through to him. I thought at least all he had to do was light a candle. And he didn't. He went right to Ramsay. So everything's dire, and that's awful. But it is also, I think, what makes me really enjoy this season. It's not a lot of planning and it is a lot of planning. It is a lot of long games, right? But it's also a lot of like, sadly, really terrible things happening back to back to back to back. And like, you get hope and you lose it really quickly. Instead of, I don't know what the difference is for me with this. Maybe it's just that the pace of season 5 is like, we have our characters nailed down. We know who these people are. We have our alliances. We have our world. We're in it. And that could just be it. But interested to hear your thoughts down in the comments. So don't forget to have some friendly, lively discussions down there. If you want full link directions, are in Patreon. Otherwise, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in episode 8. See you in episode 8.